I know we're blood, but this love is bad for me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been working on it. Working on it. I've been working on it. Working on. Okay, let me say this at the top. I know we're usually fun and bubbly, and we don't talk about politics and the news and all that shit. But today we woke up excited to release a song, but also very sad because Roe versus Wade was overturned, and I believe it's bullshit. And I feel like a woman should have the right to choose to do what she wants to do with her body, and it's frustrating and heartbreaking. And if you want to learn more about it, you can go to PlannedParenthood.org, learn how to help, raise your voice, make some noise, and keep voting, and just keep talking about it. That's all I wanted to say.
Very well put.
My heart was broken today, man.
Yeah.
It just fucking sucks. And everything's spooky nowadays.
Yep, I agree with you on all accounts. Okay.
Ditto. Okay. Back to the gigglies.
Friends and family. Friends and family.
Friends and family.
Friends and family. Welcome back to another episode of Workin On It.
Working on it.
Now, you've been working on a whole bunch of stuff, and it's finally coming to life. Song.
It here. And I had
Video.
3 hours of sleep, so I feel like shit.
Yeah. You do a little celebration last night?
Listen. We recorded Kimmel yesterday, and that was the hardest part of the week, I think, because I was nervous as hell. Performing like live in front of humans. Haven't done that in 3 years, even though it was like maybe 12 people, but it was, to the world, whoever's watching Jimmy Kimmel.
I saw young Meghan on stage.
Bitch.
And I haven't seen young Meghan on stage like that probably since like your first maybe Wango Tango or first like Village
Jingle Ball, right?
Jingle Ball, or like the show in Vegas you did outside when we met Lil Jon.
Yeah, dude.
You were nervous.
I was nervous. Song's hard to sing.
Yeah.
And it's also emotional. So I can't, like, if I really think about why I wrote the song, I'll start crying, and I can't. So I have to like be an actress.
Really? You get emotional like that?
Yeah.
Man, you have like a heart and soul.
I'm a songwriter.
I'm like, just get up there and get your money and sing it. You actually feel stuff singing that song.
Oh my God. Remember I tried to sing my last album, Treat Myself. What's that song?
Oh, Baby Girl.
Baby Girl. I tried to sing this song.
Man, I gotta go through that footage.
Check out
I got
that
some
song.
good documentary.
You can see
footage.
me. I'm larger in that clip, and I'm not healthy, and I'm exhausted and I'm overworked, and I'm singing Baby Girl, which all the lyrics are like, be nice to yourself, love yourself, stop being so hard on yourself. And I'm like, I can't get through this because I fucking hate myself. Like it was, and I start crying, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't sing.
Yeah, during the rehearsals, I was like, I don't think she's gonna do this.
Broke the fuck down, and then I did it on Good Morning America the next day somehow. But yeah, performing on Kimmel, bad for me. I'm also alone. Luckily, Teddy Swims was there for me in the second verse, but I had to go out there first.
Oh yeah, because there's no band.
And I know singers like on the floor when we did that, and on American Idol, when they get nervous, you can hear them tremble. And that's what I was trying to avoid that, but I definitely did it. And I was like,
you barely did it.
Please don't make promises that you can't keep. I was really scared.
Yeah.
But then I listened back in the booth after I listened to it, and I was like, no, we're not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. If anything, it's just passion.
And I was gorgeous. Tell you what I was.
Yeah. And Teddy crushed it. Shout out Teddy Swims.
He's always good. Also, he was one of those, which I'm grateful for, that like was more nervous and more struggling in the sound checks. And I was like, uh-oh. But live was like the best he's ever done.
That's the athlete in him, right?
Yeah.
You have a bad practice, you show up in the games. I used to be
like that, and now I'm fucked up in my mind, and I'm like, I'm worse live.
Yeah, because in rehearsal, I was like, it's a fucking cakewalk. Sounds just like the track. She's chilling. No problem.
Then we did Kimmel. Then we went home and we were going to bed. And
everything was good. We crushed the day. I was like, oh, good night, guys. We're good friends
with Scott Hoying from Pentatonics, who's also singing backgrounds on Bad For Me. In the second verse, there's a choir. Enjoy. That's him. And he put together this amazing girl group called Citizen Queen. And I love them. Check them out online. They're so talented. There's these 4 girls. They're queens. And I wrote a song for them called Criminals. And they were having their first headlining show in LA.
It's pretty epic.
At 9:45 is what we were told. So at 9 p.m., we're in bed drinking wine, celebrating the Kimmel performance. And my husband looks at me and was like, let's do it. Fuck it. Let's go. And I was like, what? I was like, really? You mean it? And he was like, yeah, let's go. Why not? Fuck it. Who cares? We're cool parents. And I was like, okay. So we ran and put a hoodie on and sneakers and got an Uber, which I haven't Ubered in so long because I don't go anywhere. And we drove to downtown, which was 34 minutes from the house. And we were at the Moroccan something, a tiny club, little bar situation. And it was hot.
How, wait, 45-minute drive?
34-minute drive.
Okay. Not too bad.
That was bad for me.
It was hot in there?
It was bad for me. Oh, hot in there. A lot of bodies. A lot of bodies in a tight room. I had my mask on the whole time. I was the only human being with the mask on.
Anybody see you?
Yeah. And they couldn't recognize me, though, because the mask was great. But then some people did. And
then
everyone just kept looking at me. And I was like, Then they performed. They're supposed to go on at 9:45. They went on at 10:30. Hour and a half set.
Oh, 10:30?
10:30, my guy. So when we got there, Daryl wanted to celebrate. He already had his wine, remind you. So we got there and he had not one, I thought it was one, 2 shots of Kendall Jenner's tequila. And then he decided to have beers after that. And Daryl thinks that he is a Marvel character, if you will, because he doesn't ever throw up when he drinks. He just falls asleep like a dead body. And then I have to carry him and take care of him. And he hasn't done that since our honeymoon. And that's been 3 years now. And because on our honeymoon, we learned, and I said, never again will you do this to me. So he's drinking. And I noticed I thought he was pretending to be white girl wasted.
Oh.
And I was like, haha, it's not funny anymore. Like, he's like, I can't believe we're out. Like that shit. Then he's like, you're here, and I love that you're here.
I love you.
And I thought he was acting.
I love you.
Literally, I thought he was acting, and I was like, haha, stop. Then it clicked, and I go, oh, he's fucked up.
I saw, I was like, oh, Daryl posted an Insta story. Let's see how the show is. And it's just like, it's like a 2-second clip, and he's just like,
he goes like this.
I don't want to scream too loud because Riley's sleeping upstairs.
He goes like
he's
this.
Just like, woo!
Shaky. And then for 20 minutes, he's like, Citizen Queens? And it doesn't tag anyone. And I go, no, baby, hold up. And I just type it for him. And I was like, go ahead, post that, you dumb bitch. Love you so much with all my heart. And then I realized, like, oh, fuck me. He's really drunk. I haven't seen him this drunk since our honeymoon. He's going to fall asleep. So I looked at my manager, Pepe, who was there. I blame him. And I was like, take away the beer. Like, cut him off. He's done. And he was like, sure. And like a toddler, Daryl looks at me. I was like, put the drink down. And he goes and starts chugging his beer. Like, sure, one more sip.
Fuck, I was like, what the fuck
are you doing? Then he was totally fine. And then we were hanging out with Brittany Broski. I don't want to say her name wrong, but I fucking love her. And she was so funny.
The TikToker.
Yep. And then we were outside trying to get an Uber, and he could barely. I was like, we're doomed because he could barely get me an Uber. And I was like, I don't have the app, so you need to sack up and get me a fucking Uber and get me home.
I got to go through the text.
Okay, so then we're in the Uber ride, and he's falling asleep. I kind of have the videos. Should we share them? Is that
no. Don't overshare. Don't overshare.
He's falling asleep, and I go, oh, fuck. I can't get him out of the car by myself. Like, I can't carry him. So I text Ryan praying that he's awake at midnight. I text him like, yo, you up?
Yeah, so my night was I get a FaceTime from you guys. I'm just gaming, not even streaming, just relaxing. Just what a awesome, cool day. We'll play a little Apex and kick it. By the time you text me, it's midnight, and that's when I'm like 11:30 p.m. I get my little sleepy tea ready. I put on my Better Call Saul, and I'm just on the couch vibing with the dogs and my sleepy tea.
Ladies, what a life you could have.
You text me at midnight. Are you awake? Yeah. What's good? Damn. You're up late.
Yeah.
I say to Meghan, Meghan says, I need help. I go, okay, where? Now I'm a little rattled. I'm like, I have not seen an I need help text from Meghan.
Yeah.
Maybe ever.
I was like, when have I done that?
On my way home with a drunk Daryl, and he's passed out in the Uber. I go, ha 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 ha. Got you. I'm like, can't be that bad. Guy had pizza for dinner. Should soak up all the booze. I don't think he will be able to wake up. I am so mad at him. LOL. I'm literally sober enough to drive.
But I would never drink and drive ever.
Yeah, but it was like,
but I was
you didn't even drink.
I was like, I could pass a test right now. Like,
yeah.
I didn't. I had
it was just
one
like
glass of wine.
It was like a comparative of like, how is this the situation?
How are we the same person? And we were drinking together, and he's that, and
he snuck off and did his own thing.
He did.
Then you sent a little video of him in the Uber, and he's kind of just like,
no, he's closing his eyes, and he started going.
Yeah, he's just.
And I was like,
I go,
what does that mean?
I know this look.
I didn't know what that meant. Also, you have to know Daryl. He doesn't ever like when he's drunk. He just falls asleep really hard, and it's the dead body weight.
Yeah.
But he never pukes, and it was like his trophy. Like he would be like, vomit free since 2003. Like hasn't thrown up since 2003. So
it was,
and he even said it at the bar ordering a drink. Vomit free since 2003.
It's almost like he self-sabotaged himself.
He cursed himself.
Yeah, a curse. But yeah, I saw the videos like, I hope he doesn't
holding
get
his
sick.
head up in the car so he can lean on something.
Yeah. You say, just so lame. I had one glass of wine. I hate booze. I'm like, yes, okay. All right.
Kid can't hang. That's why I'm upset. How do you not know your limit? You're 30 years old.
All caps. He threw up. Help. SOS.
Yeah. We're on the fucking highway. And he goes to put the window down. And then he goes like this. And I was like, no. And then he looks back at me like, it's about to happen. And then he goes,
now
all down his shirt.
When you guys arrived and he got out of the car, it was really just all over himself. So it was. I
wiped it out of the car, bro. It was in the corner. He's been doing that all night. Little corner pockets where I'm like, there's a bucket. Anyways, so he threw up. He comes inside. He's smiling at Ryan. He looks pale still. So I was like, oh, it's not done. And then
I said, get him some water with some Element.
Yep.
Hydration formula.
I call them Elementees.
And then I carried him up the stairs, but he really was walking on his own. But here's the thing. You guys carried me to bed thousands of times. So I was like, this is no problem whatsoever. It's the least I can do.
How funny is it that before all this, he was like, do you mind if I have a glass of wine?
Oh, yeah. He goes to me.
Hey, Ryan, do you mind if I have a glass of wine? I'm still the sober guy. He goes, Ryan, is it cool if I have a glass of wine? I was like, yeah, dude. My friends do drugs. It's cool if we get blackout drunk and see you later and throw
I didn't know that glass of wine was going to turn into that.
He did wine, 2 shots.
I thought it was
beer.
Just like a wine with the pizza. Okay, relaxing night.
Then he sees our bed and he face plants, like body dives on it. And I go, no, like there's throw up on his shirt. And I'm dragging him like a movie, like pulling his shoes off, pulling his pants off. Like, baby, I gotta shower you. You're disgusting. Get out of my fucking bed. And I pull him to the shower. Luckily, we have a bench in the shower. I sit him down, hose this bitch down. I start washing him with shampoo and he's like, and I'm like, almost done. Can you lift your arm? Like I'm talking to him like he's Riley. And he's like, like, almost here.
Man,
and
you're a super woman.
I dry him off and then I push him into the bed and then I shower and I'm just like depressed because I'm like, this is not how this night was supposed to go. He's supposed to take care of me.
You kept texting me. I was already fast asleep.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this. And then I come back from the shower and he crawls all the way to my side of the bed, crosses over this Cali King bed. I go, where are you going, babe? Where are you going? And he's like, over the side. On my fucking side of the bed.
With these slow throw ups.
Slow throw. Yeah, because it's silent too. He's like, bleh.
I only threw up violently.
Then he started doing that. So then we're going to bed. I'm checking if he's breathing because mom's like, make sure he's not choking. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, can he die like this? What a dumb way to die. So I'm checking that he's breathing. He's like super uncomfortable on his side. So I try to put the pillow under him and he was like, yeah. Then he can't get comfortable and he starts going like, and I was like, are you going to throw up? And he goes, And this was the one in between, your side table and that crease right in that pocket. The trash can's right next to it. No. I go to the crease, into the crease, projectile vomits.
Yeah.
And I go, no, baby, no. And then I literally am holding the bucket like, please, sir, the bucket. Bah! And then, it sounds like it's in his lungs. Like he doesn't know how to throw up. Like, and he's like, like it's bad. And then I kept looking at him and I was like, are you choking? And he's like, looking like he's choking. And he goes, and I was like, you're not choking.
No. Poor bastards.
And then he did go, he doesn't remember a thing, but he did go, oh, that was it.
Yeah.
Like the demon left his body.
It's good that he threw up. I mean,
everything was gone.
I like would rarely throw up. I would have to be, it was probably like close to death when I would throw up, but I would usually I would keep it all in and then the next day just feel like a train hit me. But yeah, this is what happens when you're 30. Daryl's now 30. He's a dad.
Since like a
and he
week.
goes, yeah, I'll have a little wine, little beer, a couple shots of tequila.
He was like, this is my first night out as a dad. That's what he kept saying. And I was like, shush.
He's just making like a witch's brew in his stomach of like everything, the pizza, the bad idea.
And you said before I went to the show, well, at least you'll have good karma going to that show.
It's like, maybe if you don't have the most fun, you kind of regret it. At least you'll have some good karma.
We got a top 10.
Now you should have extra good.
Me.
You'll personally, you will have extra good karma now because then you have to take care of Daryl that whole night.
Oh no, he owes me for life now. It's great to be on this side of things. So I went to bed at 3, covered in throw up, smelling vomit, and just crying, just like, like this is my night. But God
it's Daryl's
bless him.
realization of 30 slaps you right in the face.
30, you done, kid. No more of that.
So
I told him, smoke pot, do whatever you want. I'm not letting you fucking take a sip of alcohol ever again.
Yeah.
Sorry. Kid can't hang, doesn't know his limits. But I love him so much, and what a fun memory this will be for us forever.
It was great for me.
Was it?
To segue into, we could do a little working on sobriety part 2. It's been a year.
I think
for me.
Daryl's sober now.
I think he's gonna be like, I'm gonna have to do what Ryan's doing.
Yeah, dude. It's just like weird how he doesn't know his limits.
That was my issue. I would never know.
But you didn't I don't know, you didn't cause a scene. I almost took that motherfucker to the ER last night, like thinking he got poisoned.
Yeah.
Did you ever wake up and there's throw up near your bed?
I never threw up in my bed.
See?
I would throw up in a toilet.
He had throw up on the bed. I cleaned it off, but there was a towel and a bucket, and he comes and pees with me on our double toilets in the morning.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, you threw up. And he was like, I threw up. I was like, are you joking? He's like, I did. I was like, in the Uber, in the bed, on the other side of the bed? He was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, you can throw up. I saw it.
Yeah, mine would always be the next day, not so much the night of.
Oh, that's worse.
I think one of my lowest moments was in Nashville. One of those things that you did, and I was shitting and throwing up at the same time.
You were blue, and we got you an IV doctor.
Actually, that was the night of. It was like I had left the lobby bars way too late. I was like, I shouldn't have been there. And then I just went right to the toilet.
What did you drink?
Bah, da, bah,
Maybe you were food poisoned because you looked like mom was like, should I take him to the hospital?
No, it was what I drank that day.
Really?
Because, it was on tour. So I saw remember you had the Tampax sponsor? I saw all the girls that I was working with that like were helping me like direct the shoots and what to get for content. And they're like, let's get you shots. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. They're like, we're doing whiskey. I'm like, yikes.
Shots of whiskey.
It's 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So that was like the beginning of my day. And then it ended, I had drank all day. And then by the end of the night, I was in that hotel lobby drinking like vodka sodas. So I don't even know what I drank throughout the day, but it was definitely whiskey, beer, tequila, whiskey, beer, and then ended with vodka. And it just exited my body like an exorcism. And it was like, after that, I was like, I think I got to quit drinking because I had just zero control, just floating around.
How many times do you think you said that? I can
probably
count like
probably
4.
a dozen.
Yeah, I can count 4 times.
Because you would see some of them that were around you, and then I had a lot of dark moments alone where I'm like shaking in my bed after like a 4-day bender of like, what am I doing with my life?
No. Have you seen on TikTok? There's a trend where this girl is like, "What's the biggest scam?" That's like,
I've seen that.
That's like.
What's the biggest scam that? God damn it! That everyone keeps getting away with, but it should be illegal.
Some girl
or
was
something.
like, Booze.
Booze, yeah.
We are paying money that we don't have on alcohol.
Pissing it away.
Poison us. To have a little bit of blurriness.
Yeah.
To feel like shit.
Yeah.
And for people with anxiety who drink, have the scaries the next day.
Yeah.
And you
made my
pay
anxiety
for that.
10 times worse.
Yeah, you fucking pay for it. I was like, oh, she's right. Booze is ridiculous.
It's absurd. It was something I definitely used to
cope with your anxiety.
Cope with my anxiety, but also like make other people interesting. Now it's hard to hang out with people at a bar. I mean, drunk people are annoying to begin with, and I'm like, fuck. It's like I was one of them.
No, you weren't, bro. That was the issue. You were fun.
I don't know. No, not all the time.
Getting
bro.
invited.
I would have my moments. But like,
this
has become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore. Booze, baby.
Booze, baby.
I realize I'm learning a lot about myself, and I have weeks where I'm like ramped up and everything is crumbling, and I feel terrible. I hate what I'm doing in my life. I'll never succeed. Da 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 da. And I used to just be like, "Shh, go ahead, quiet now, thoughts.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
goodbye,
goodbye, whiskey." Ooh,
did you know that everyone has
okay.
those thoughts?
Yeah. No,
Even
but now I have new tricks where I'm like, all right, cool. I could go for a run. I could lay down and do Wim Hof. That's been I brought that back in.
You really do that?
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like
what about
I feel terrible. I'm gonna lay down and breathe.
Does it get you high? It gets me too high. It spooks me out.
Well, I loved getting.
Yeah.
You're here, but ketamine hole, K hole. I love to just
love the thrill.
Disappear.
Okay.
Breathing just helps everything, but that specifically, it does feel pretty. You get like an out of body experience, but I'm like, all right, cool. I need to calm down. Here's something I can do. You don't have to pour.
Poison.
Booze. I like how she says it.
Booze.
Yeah. Because it's a temporary fix, and then you feel worse when it's gone.
Yeah.
Mentally, I feel 10 times better. Like, it's night and day, really. And, I'm a little bored, but I just have to find new things to do at night. I guess I'm the youngest man alive. So all my friends, they still go out all the time. And like a couple of them have wifeys and girlfriends, and they're pretty also boring, but I golf with those buddies. That's good stuff. You
got to find more hobbies.
Escape. Yeah, I guess a hobby per se. Maybe I hit up Rick and be like, let me go to the comedy, like go to some comedy shows or something.
Yeah.
But
passions
yeah.
are good. That's why I start painting, because my brain freaks out if not working.
I kind of want to start painting. Where can we paint? We need a paint studio.
I have a whole room upstairs not being used. It has all my art supply in it.
What, up in the
right next
the
to
preschool?
Riley's room? No, that bedroom
you have
next
a
to
bedroom?
Riley's room. Yeah, until my daughter comes, that's our art gallery, bro.
It's not a bad scheme.
So yeah, find hobbies out there. Have you ever considered antidepressant? What is it?
Huh?
Medicine.
No.
Antidepressants? I'm on them. I love them.
I've put so many chemicals in my brain that
you don't believe
what
it?
works for me. No, it's not that I don't believe it. I think what works for me is meditating, Wim Hof, and exercising. My mental feels good. It's literally just boredom, which isn't I'm not depressed. When I ramp up, it's just because I'll think about one thought over and over and over and again. Like,
oh yeah,
can't get rid of it.
That's just like what everyone does now. Sucks.
Possibly.
But brains heal brains, and the fact that you're talking about it right now, you're being healed.
I'm being healed magically.
By my brain.
By your magic brain.
3 hours of sleep.
3 hours
fucking
of sleep.
Angry brain right now. Bittersweet too, because Bad For Me just dropped and it's top 10 on iTunes, and I'm so happy, but I'm also so sad about so many things.
That's life, baby.
Fucking literally, this is life.
You're working on it.
Yeah, we're working on
it. But then I have weeks where I'm like, today I woke up feeling fucking amazing. I also you know what?
Sleep.
I have sleep apnea.
So listen, yesterday we were eating pizza. He was standing next to me while I was sitting, and I looked up his nose and I was like, Jesus motherfucking Christ. Your nose is blocked. You can't breathe out of one side of your nose.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. But he has a deviated septum. We don't know why.
We think. Is it confirmed? Are you a doctor? It's probably a deviated septum, right?
I don't know. It just, I could see one hole is open and one is not. And it's like your nose cartilage is closing it. And I can see when he's breathing. I mean, I've been recently.
That's probably why
being
mom
like,
was crying last night.
Literally. Oh, is that why she cried?
I don't know.
She cried before she went home and she was like, I'm just so proud. And we were like, what is this cry? But yeah, I've just noticed when we're doing a podcast, our ads, he's like, hey everybody, it's Ryan.
Yeah, I'm not
like,
that stuffy, dude. Am I? It's dude.
No,
You have
not that
you
stuffy,
have the
so-
AC cranking, bro. I feel like I have a cold every single time I'm in this house. It's the coldest house in
we
the
did
world.
just clean the vents. They were dirty.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
Sometimes I'm be stuffy.
sometimes it's not.
Well, I'm gonna make an appointment. Just like
But you
nose
notice- yeah.
doctor,
It can
sleep
help with
doctor.
sleep.
Last night I slept on my
should
side
play-
instead of my back, and I feel 10 times better. I think we've been Oh, should I play some
Yeah, you
recording?
should play the recording. But also, don't sleep on your side, especially if you're a lady.
Why?
Sleep on your back. It'll help with wrinkles.
Not all right, Kate. Fuck the wrinkles, bro. I literally am like gasping for air in my sleep.
I luckily,
because I'm sleeping
thank
on my
the
back.
Lord, I sleep like I'm in my little coffin. And I always been a back sleeper, and it's probably why I look so young.
Yeah. Demon. I was sleeping on my back, bro, and it's fucking me up. That wasn't a bad snore. What is this one? It's not too bad. There's some in there that are like, I'm gasping, dude. I don't know. We'll check it out.
Breathe, my guy.
We'll check it out. But
You
I
were
slept
never
on my
a snotty kid. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You
but
weren't
I slept on my side last night and I feel 10 times better.
We're gonna go to a sleep doctor for you. Check it
Yeah,
out.
sleep doctor would be good. But yeah, like definitely have an addictive personality. Oh, also quit Zyn, the nicotine, and now I feel even like extra good.
Wow.
Cause that I was a
Yeah,
fucking
you were
addict,
just
so I'd
like-
wake up, pop one in, and I would go through like 5
Does it
Zyn
make you feel
tins
like
a
this?
week.
Like energy, like Adderall or something?
It would give you a little bit of an energy boost, but not like
Yeah.
Adderall. It was
Like
just more of
or
a.
was it like a buzz?
It was, I don't know. It gets to the point
Is
where
it like
you're-
coffee?
It gets to the point where you're so addicted to it that you like think like you need it to get through the day. So you don't even get to feel that nice buzz that you feel when you first pop one in. You're just forever chasing that dragon. It's just something your brain is just like put one in just to feel
So I think
something.
Daryl's father had an alcohol problem, and I feel like Daryl has an addictive personality just like you,
Yeah,
but he
he'll get pretty excited
controlled
about
it
something.
more. Yeah, but even like with health things, where
Yeah.
he's like, guys, I found this new thing, I'm
Yeah.
doing it, and then he tries to sell it on everybody, and he's like, this is how I'm gonna live
He
forever.
gets me for most of it. I just couldn't get down with the potatoes.
He
ate just nothing but potatoes for like a week.
Potato diet. He lost 5 pounds.
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't
it's-
wrong, but it was stupid as fuck.
Couldn't have been healthy.
He ate cold potatoes like apples. I was like, at least fucking cook it, put some salt on it, like
Yeah.
enjoy this.
No, I was like, I can't get down with this, brother. But
Yeah. Now we
love
eat,
what you're doing.
we eat paleo and we're happy and healthy.
Yeah. But yeah, the now that there's no nicotine fiend that I'm having, I feel my sleep is getting better, even though it sounds like it's not. It is getting better. I'm just gonna stop sleeping on my back.
Back sleeping
And
is the best. That's why you
I no longer have that itch throughout the day of like, fuck, I gotta pop one in. I gotta pop it in.
Yeah.
Like nicotine is that was almost harder than quitting booze. Those first 3 days of no more Zyn, I was fucking miserable. I had insomnia. I was like, whoa, this is a lot stronger than I thought it was. And then when something like that happens, does Rue want to get out?
No, I heard the dogs barking.
Oh, when something like that happens, I'm like, all right, this is a good thing that I'm quitting this. Because when you're waking up and you don't feel awake until you pop in a Zyn, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yes, yeah.
And it's annoying. It's like you put it on your lip. I'm probably fucking up my gums. We don't need this.
We don't.
So we cut that out. So, just absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you believe
0 vices.
Do you believe that people need a vice? Because if I look back at my at this last year, I don't have really a vice. I have sometimes I get pizza, like maybe it's food, but
I think I've transferred. Yeah, mine is now Talenti ice cream. I think
food.
I overindulge in Talenti ice cream.
Yeah,
And
but
yours
someone
is
was like, you
pizza.
have to have a vice, and I'm like, I don't know if you have to. I think it's common for people to have one.
I feel like the more that I meditate and the more that I do Wim Hof, the less I need a vice.
Yeah, like I wish my
I play
vice
video
was,
games. That's dopamine. You got to think of stuff that gives you dopamine.
I wish my vice was to be present.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
which I'm starting to read The Power of Now. It does help. It really, but I forgot
helps.
A lot of the shit.
If any of y'all are struggling to be present, find you a baby. If you have like a little young cousins or siblings, children are constantly in the now.
Yes, they're the light of our world.
My therapist was like, just be with your son. Just sit with him, watch him, just be.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. And he does it so well. Every second he's in the moment. He's like, wow. Yeah. Wow.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, would you look at that? And it's
well, he can't see.
Yeah, he can't.
But he's still looking at it.
Update on baby Riley. He needs glasses. He needs glasses because I birthed my brother. He has your fucking
I couldn't
eyes,
see
dude.
at all. I had glasses at like, what, 3 or 4?
No, back then, dude, they didn't get them till you were like 5. You were like walking around in the mall and you were like,
oh, you're right, like
5.
5.
And she told me, she was like, just recently, we can catch it at 6 months now.
I mean, that's absurd that he's only a year and a half and you've noticed that he needs glasses.
He's barely a year and a half and they're already like, okay, so his left eye, he's not using it. And we were like, what? Because it's blurry as fuck. It's literally half the strength.
See, my left eye is the strong eye.
His left is half the strength of his right eye. So, and I've noticed now, because I'm paying attention now, he's like a little cross-eyed.
Yeah.
And when he really
I'm cross-eyed. If I don't wear my contacts, this is my life.
That's his life. And just
but only if I really focus on something. I can like play it off that I'm not cross-eyed if I just keep my world blurry. But the minute like I get this close to you and I focus on your face, it's just like.
And he used to not have a tooth, so he was like, guys, like,
I could take my tooth out.
You'd get girls though, and you'd be like, could you imagine laying next to this? And I was like, what the fuck?
Good morning.
But yeah, so Riley needs cute little toddler glasses.
It's gonna be awesome.
They'll be adorable. I'm trying to go today, but Daryl, as you know, is a
little
mess.
out of commission.
He's like, I will rally for my son, and I was like, okay, we'll talk later and see. But we're gonna try to go get glasses. My worry is that one is like half the strength of the other eye. So I said, yo, is one gonna be a big googly eye and one's not? And she was like, yeah. So there's this one guy who's really good at making them look kind of even, but with this crazy difference. I was like, is it a crazy difference, ma'am? She's like, you might see a little, a little difference.
I didn't know
that.
I didn't know
fuck.
that.
And then she gave me a speech too about like, so this is a medical condition and they are cute and fashionable, but they're not fashion. These are to help him. And I was like, all right. What the fuck? Where are you going with this?
Yeah.
And she's like,
this isn't, these aren't toys.
She was like, so when you take pictures of him, you keep on the glasses, right? I was like, of course, they're fucking cute. I was like, we're doing a magazine cover very soon.
Yeah.
I was like, who do you think I am?
Glasses are cool.
Yeah,
both my brothers can't
relax. No, she was sweet and great. But yeah, apparently he hasn't been using his left eye at all because it's so hard for him.
Yeah.
So he's like,
he's already a happy baby.
Such
just
a happy baby.
Wait till
We're
he
like,
could like see clearly. The kid's gonna go nuts.
It makes sense though why he doesn't really. He's also 1, but he doesn't sit for a long time and watch a movie. Like he'll get distracted and then be in it, and then I'll be like, playtime. And I'm like, oh, you can't really see what's going on, can you?
I don't know. I think it's just a baby he's like a goldfish.
And I also
like,
I saw some videos
like,
online.
What is this?
I saw some videos online of like blind babies who put glasses on, and then it's like a big reaction, and they're like, Mama.
Yeah.
And they're like, you can see, and everyone's crying. I was like, is his gonna be like that? And she's like, well, he's 1, so he probably won't care. And I was like, so awesome, so cool, so sweet. I'll film it just in case.
Yeah, you got to film it just in case.
Yeah,
I think he'll like at least give a big smile.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe he passed his swimming test. He had to swim to the shelf every day. He could only see with one eye.
Yeah.
Also, crazy coincidence. I don't know if it's a coincidence or if it's a matter of fact of what happened. Oh, words. When he was a newborn, he didn't open his weak eye. Remember he was Popeye? He would like, he'd be like this for like a month.
You're right.
And would sometimes open it and then be like, no. So I'm like, well, he just didn't have a fair chance with that eye, you know?
Damn. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
I just remembered to circle back on sobriety. So it's great. Yeah, Riley teaches us to stay in the moment. That helps. I was having an off week a couple weeks ago, being like, did I make the right choice? Am I the sober guy? Is this what I'm gonna do? Like, why can't I just like go out and casually drink without like blacking out, doing a bunch of drugs and fucking
Same
being an
reason why
idiot?
Daryl can't fucking drink casually.
Yeah. And then you gave me the greatest gift of all time, and
What
that
happened?
was a voice message from Tim Dillon. And we can't really play it. It's different fan base. You know, the guy makes some dark jokes that might go above people's heads. They might take it
Yeah.
too seriously. I don't know.
But it's Ryan's hero.
But Tim Dillon is my hero, and that voice note alone really just clicked it back in of I am making the right choice here. All is well. This is a part of my life, and I'm not alone with Tim Dillon. You know, He said he's been sober for what, 12 years? Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck that up, but
He's been sober for at least a decade.
yeah, he was pretty much just saying, you're too old for that shit.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Like, fucking reel it in.
Reel it in. Don't be a fucking loser.
We should replay it for Daryl today.
Yeah, we should just play it.
Fucking-
I'll send it to him.
Yeah.
But thank you for doing that. That was like, I'm like, dude, I listen to Tim Dillon every day,
He
and
was
now he's
like
talking
5-year-old.
directly to me, dude.
He was.
He's just like, Ryan, congrats on the year's sobriety.
Yeah. I think you're the skinny, younger, straight version of him. I swear you're his little twin brother.
I fucking love that guy, dude.
You guys look very similar. Your nose, your
You think?
chin. Yeah.
Just Irish drunks, fucking.
Yeah.
Oh man, but that
He's
was
our hero. Thank you, Tim Dillon. I'll forever be grateful.
yeah.
I'll do whatever you want.
So
Wow.
when I get down in the dumps, I just play that voice note, and I'm like,
So it should be your alarm in the morning.
I can't do it every day. What are you, crazy? No, I wake up to like a slow, like the rainforest slowly
Oh,
starting.
that's nice. I needed that this morning.
You know what? I saw some fucking TikTok though. This guy's saying that we should be waking up to light and not sound. I think there's like special lamps that like slowly
oh yeah, for
turn
fuck
on.
yeah, they do.
I think that might be the move.
Oh wow.
We should look into that.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Because then like the light beams through your eyelids, and you're like, it's
Yeah.
daytime.
It's daytime. Your circadian rhythm or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That sounded smart,
Circadian
right? It's gotta
rhythm.
be wrong. They're gonna be like, "What the
No,
fuck?"
I'm
is
trying
this?
to fix
You know
mine.
what? You know why I know about that is because babies like to get them on a pattern. Because
Yeah.
when they come out of your belly, they're like, "What time is it?"
No,
you
it's
know, they don't know
necessary.
that shit. So
Yeah.
we were always like, "It's morning," and we'd play birds, and we'd have all the windows and lights open, and then we'd be like, "It's nighttime," and we'd shut every light off. And
Yeah.
that, I swear to God, that made my baby a fucking sleeper. Like that kid was sleeping at 3 months easy through the night.
That's the shit. Sleep is the best. Circadian rhythm. Check it out.
Mm-hmm. Sleep is health.
Yeah, so now I'm just addicted
Yeah,
to
so you're
working
sober
out,
and you're fine.
sober. Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's fun working out. Do you really like it? I
I
still
fucking love
hate
it, dude. Like I've
get-
been antsy all day. I've been waiting to get in the gym today because
I wish
we had
I
to
had
do
that, man.
the YouTube live, and you're like, let's do a podcast. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna squeeze this in, but I need to get to the gym. Like
No
I
way.
need to get there. Yeah.
I'm supposed to work out today, but I'm just like, I don't want time.
I mean, some days obviously if I'm too sore, I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
pass.
My 3 hours of sleep isn't like helping.
But
me.
today I woke up feeling fresh, so I'm ready to get active. Like yesterday, I took off because my legs were killing me. But
Your
there's
shorts are wee short today, huh?
yeah, you like them? They're nice. They're just hiked up.
Yeah.
They can't see 'em.
them. I was just looking at like, your thighs are white, boy.
yeah. And then I do see some messages that people reach out to me and they're like, "Hey, I listened to the podcast. I want to thank you for being open and honest about your journey. I'm recently sober and it's really fucking hard, and you're making it a little easier." And then that melts my heart.
I told you.
That's kind of what the goal of this whole journey was to help someone else with their.
Dude, there's
their
nothing
journey.
better than like coming out with your demons and then it helps other people.
Yeah, that's been the coolest
Like my
part.
song Bad for Me.
Yes.
No, yeah, it's super fucking personal. I never thought it'd be a single. I was like,
Yeah.
why is this
Really?
first?
Yeah. Really a curveball for us. I was
Curveball
just
for
like,
us.
really? That one?
My whole family's like, what? I was
Yeah.
like, Bad for Me is going first.
But yeah, you're speaking about personal issues from the
But
heart.
TikTok loves it, and
Yeah.
they're all like, I needed this years ago, and I was like, oh my god, and it's the best feeling.
It's awesome.
So you're doing a good thing.
I'm doing
So don't
a
fucking
good thing.
Don't fail. I'm just kidding.
Don't fuck it up, you
Fuck it
loser.
up.
I'm good. I saw Daryl last night. I go, whoa, don't miss this.
I was like, baby, you did a good thing. He's never gonna drink ever again.
This looks no fun.
It was so miserable. It's poison,
And I know
guys.
how bad he feels today, bro. He feels like a fucking train hit him, and
But he
and his
also-
life is just crumbling.
He
Like this.
feels like a traitor. He feels like the worst person. He's like, I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry. And I'm like, you're fine. He's like,
Just
I'm
nothing
gonna,
but guilt
he
and
goes,
pain.
I'm just gonna say sorry every time I see you. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, take
So
me
it
to
was
the mall, motherfucker.
it was good for me. I was like, oh, I was this guy, and now I'm not.
Yeah.
Look at me go.
Look at you now. So how about dating apps? Get on them.
Still
You know.
working on myself. Not yet the best.
What about
personal version of me?
What about like a half a year? Like 2 years sober?
Maybe. Yeah. I'm still just trying to dial it in. I'm close to being the best version of myself.
What are you scared of? Heartbreak or finding the one? Or both? What are you afraid of? What are you so afraid
I don't know,
of?
dude. I'm a fucking loser,
You are
dude.
not a
I'm
loser.
on this
I knew it,
podcast with my
fucking-
sister. I play games on Twitch for like
this
10
podcast-
people, dude.
This podcast is super successful and helping a bunch of people.
All right.
No, it's not.
Fucking
But
30. Like, what am I doing?
You're thriving. Are you fucking kidding me? Stop that. Pit pat.
Working
what
on
you're
it.
afraid
Thanks
of?
for listening.
Okay.
I'm not good enough for anybody yet.
Yes,
All right.
you are.
Love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Mommy's gonna cry. Thanks, Mom, for listening. Don't cry. We love you. We're working on it. We're
Working on a pod,
loving
all
ourselves.
socials, Megan's YouTube. Sometimes I still Twitch. I don't fucking know, dude.
My
Twitch.tv
TikTok is
/Ryan
popping
Trainor.
off.
TikTok, Meghan Trainor. Bad for Me out now. Video out now.
Oh, you guys enjoyed that website. I'm so glad you went on it. My therapist told me to. .co. You can write a letter to someone who's toxic in your life and practice there. They're all anonymous. So get out your emotions, get out your feelings. The website's still up. We love it. Love to see it. Anyways, thanks for listening. We love you.
Love you. Bye.
Working on